Hi, how are you? Good. Adobe just released a beta of all their AI tools, and I went to an event with them last night where they kind of debuted everything, and I figured today I could show you how it works, and we can kind of test the limits to see where it's at. It's still in the beta, and they just released it like 2 days ago, so it still has a lot of room to grow, but it's already super impressive now, and it's only going to get better. It's kind of confusing to me at first, but it's actually a separate Photoshop app. So if you go to Creative Cloud, you go down to Beta Apps, you can select Photoshop Beta. We'll start with this still from a commercial I shot a couple years ago. Let's say we wanted to put it on social media and we wanted to add text at the top. But if we zoom in, we don't like the aspect ratio, like there's not enough room for text, like, it's a little pixelated. So let's say we position it here and we want this part to be filled in. We'll leave a little bit at the bottom. This is where it gets crazy. I mean, there's a billion ways to do this. I'm just gonna select my subject here, select the inverse, so it's selecting all the dead space. Then you come down to this new bar that they have and select generative fill. You can add prompts here to change the image or adapt it to a certain way you want. But for now, we're just gonna use it without any prompts. So basically you just click generate. It takes all the information from your photo. Oh, never mind. Basically, it's going to take all this information from your photo and use AI to stretch it out and guess like what is happening around that photo. Cold brew. And there we go. Here is the original, and here's what it created. The nice thing is it always adds it to a separate layer, so it's non-destructive, so you never damage like your original document. But I mean, that's honestly really good. It can be kind of funky sometimes, but I think I got these trees right. The nice thing also is that it gives you 3 options, and you can tell it what's a good option, what's a bad option. So let's see what else they gave us. So option number 2, I don't really think they know how trees work in this one. That looks a little weird. Option number 3. But then you can click generate again. So you weren't happy with any of those. You can click, if it is not super busy, you can click generate again. And it'll give you 3 more options with the information it already has, and it'll push it even further. So yeah, this one was not as good. This tree looks a little weird. I don't even know what that was. I found that it does the best with nature. I did a little bit with like some architecture last night after I got home from the event where they showed us this, and it gets a little funky. Here, let's try this. Let's take this picture of my wife when we were at Joshua Tree. We'll do the same thing. Grab the selection tool. Select this. Select the inverse. Then we'll go generative fill. Generate. There's a lot of waiting right now, I think, while it's still in beta. And there we go. That is crazy. Oh my god. That is nuts. It's nuts. Look at the mountains. That's insane. It took this tiny little bit of information here and created this entire other mountain range. That's crazy. The Joshua Tree does look a little bit weird, but I think they did it in a way where it still looks somewhat believable. Let's see what the other options are. That one looks a little more fake. Yeah, number 1 is definitely the best. That is insane. Okay, let's try, what else do I have? My friends recently got engaged, and I took their engagement pictures. Congratulations, Aisha and Carson. Oh, wow, that is crazy. I mean, obviously you can see like with the architecture, it is a little weird. Even some mid-journey stuff, AI makes things a little strange, but just the fact that this is somewhat believable from just this information is insane. Here's a product shoot I did for a brewery I shoot for. And while it's loading, you can sit and think about your life and think about, other things. So obviously it needs a little bit more information than that. That is just terrifying. But I mean, other than that, like the comic books, this one doesn't look terrible. Like that's not bad. At a first glance, like it's not bad at all. Like it's very believable. I mean, when you go in, obviously, like what is this? What demonic form has it created? So it definitely has its limitations, but like what you can do with it is insane. And that's like just the beginning. Generative fill also lets you place objects that were not previously there, just like out of thin air. Let's take the lasso tool, and let's say right here we want a lake. And there we go. Wow, that one was actually awesome. So it even thought to like what a lake would look like in a dry place like this. Gave us like some cliffs plus the reflection in the water. Like you can also do things like say we want a plane right here. I did this last night and it gave me a bird. So, okay, I mean, that's fine. It gave us the tip of a plane. Let's add a moon. Okay, so that does not look fantastic. And the other options are equally strange. But I mean, from absolutely nothing to this is like, you know, not terrible. I mean, you could take this and lower the opacity and it might look somewhat like that looks fine. That looks good, actually. Like I would believe that if you stretched it out a little bit. Here, let's try to fix it. Let's give it the best shot it can. Let's see if we can make Tatooine. We'll do a red moon to go with our other moon. And this is where the limitations kind of show themselves. I said red moon. It gave us a Christmas ornament, a parachute, or a hot air balloon. I mean, the parachute looks pretty good. That's not bad. There you have it. That is Adobe's beta AI software. If you have a Creative Cloud subscription, you should be able to download all of it and play around. To do some of the things we were doing right here would have taken me like forever to figure out how to do by myself. And now AI makes it like really simple. So grandma's, you know, family photos are about to look way better, and us professionals are gonna have a lot of work to do to keep up with the times. If you like this or learn anything, it would mean the world to me if you could hit the subscribe button. That's about it. I'll see you later.